Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Realnesss. I'm your host, Chantele Francis, with my amazing co-host, Tamika Francis from Entertainment in Color. How are you today?
I'm good. Happy Monday to all. Glad the show is done.
I really am. Other than the fact that it's exhausting doing it every single day, so I really appreciate you being here on this ride with me for these daily recaps. But when the show went downhill about a month ago, it
Yeah.
just became more of a challenge to do, and
Yeah.
so I'm happy that we finished it, concluded. I will put this up onto like podcasts so people can listen to it later if they watch the show later. But I'm just happy to be done talking about it now.
Yeah. I feel like I don't remember the show being so much of a chore last season. And it definitely was not a chore at the beginning of the season. So I mean it really just played into how the show really went down for like once they started doing certain things.
Absolutely. Hi, Brandy. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Ayan. Brandy is the same like you, Tamika. Brandy says, I watched the live and had the show playing in the background, shaking my head.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hi, Ms. CRM. Thanks for joining. So, I mean, I don't know if I want to be a party pooper here, but I really didn't like this episode. I wasn't fully engaged in it, obviously. I didn't care about the super dates. The only thing that I was interested in is seeing Will's face when he didn't win. Like, that was like the biggest excitement for the episode. What about you?
I love that Jeremy and Bailey got a spotlight because it like made me like kind of excited because I was like, oh my god, did they come in second place? Did it work? Because first place was a long shot for me, but I was like, at least if they came in second place, I get to see Will and Kara's face like, what? How did we come in third? But unfortunately, they did not come in second place. But I do actually, based on the last couple episodes, like Jeremy and Bailey's relationship a lot more.
Me too. This whole episode, I was like, wow, I don't mind them. I'm like, this is the first time that Jeremy seems to be kind of like a real partner, like couple. Like he seems to like her. He's talking to her, showing her how she feels. She seems to light up when she's around him. So
Yeah.
I was watching them and I was like, I didn't mind watching all their footage and stuff like that. Like I was like, you know what? I do see that they could be building something here. They're definitely not at the level of Cinco and Cash or Josh and Shannon, whatever, of course. But I did feel it was a genuine connection.
Yeah. Of the four couples, that's the people that I felt like the last two episodes have been genuine in their how they were, with each other. The other couples, like Alana and Charlie, just shoot me now, and Karen will just I can't. And Court, I feel like with this entire episode, it was not for us. If you were not a Corey and Olivia stan, I felt like it felt like they were forcing them down our throat.
Yeah. Hi, Adrian. Thanks for joining. Netha, hello. Mary, thank you for being here. Hi, Latoya. Sans. All right. Ayan says, I didn't watch the last 4 episodes, haven't watched the finale as well. There really wasn't that much that happened. On the beginning of the episode, the girls made the boys breakfast, and they kind of were joking about the fact that the girls haven't been cooking breakfast this whole time, and the guys were kind of scared. How hard is it to make breakfast? How have you not made breakfast in your whole life? Like, it's not that hard.
It was mostly, it seemed like that they were catering to their specific tastes. Like, Alana was trying to figure out what to feed Charlie, and I'm like, he's a guy, just feed him food. Like I could understand Kira having that issue for Will because he's a vegan. I did not understand why Alana was having, unless Charlie is really picky, which would trend. Yeah. So, but I'm like, have you not, like, are you not sitting down together and eating breakfast when he makes breakfast? So do you not see what he eats? Like, this is why I'm saying their relationship just feels so phony. I just feel like you guys have been coupled up for at least a week. You've been in the villa together for 2 weeks. Like, you had to seriously have like a full-blown conversation with him on what to feed him for breakfast. And he had to reiterate 50 times that not to give him avocado. I know Charlie does not like avocado. How the hell doesn't she know that he doesn't like avocado?
I think that it's just a personality point for him, because like he just had to make sure that people know that he doesn't like avocado again, because I think she knew that he doesn't like avocado, but like he had to really, really nail that in, because that's the only thing about Charlie that we really know. That's it. All right. Yay. The mess of a show is finally over. I'm so pumped it's over. I'm ready for all the lives. I've been watching Trina's Instagram. She's been answering a lot of questions, which has been great. And her makeup looks really good. Latoya, F them all. Yes, F them all. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Jessica. I didn't like either of them. Yeah, all the speeches were boring. I didn't really listen to them. I kind of fast forward a little bit because they just made me a little bit uncomfortable. The only speech that I kind of liked was Corey's, because he did a little bit of a limerick, but Olivia seemed annoyed with him.
Can I say?
Yeah.
I listened a little bit to the speeches. I didn't listen to Karen Wills. I didn't listen to Lana and Charlie's, because he started his, and I was just like, oh, I can't listen to this. Jeremy and Bailey felt good. I liked theirs, from what I heard. Corey's was really well. I want every single one of those people to stop freaking using Cash's vernaculars.
Yeah, I wrote it down, because Olivia says it's always been you. And I was like, wait, that wasn't Cash's, but that was definitely Cinco's.
Right? Yeah.
And go ahead.
She is also like, it was just like the freaks, she just, the ews, the squeals, and all of their speeches, they were using stuff that Cash has said. And it, like, with Olivia, it felt colonizing. And I need her to, like, if you're not around her, don't do it. Like, it doesn't, like, to me, it feels like you're trying to rip off her personality to make your personality better and more appealing to other people. And I don't like it. But she wasn't the only one that did it. They all did it.
I didn't notice everybody else. I didn't really watch.
Corey did it. I think Charlie might have said the sentence. And I don't know about Jeremy and Bailey.
Probably not.
I don't think so, which is why I think theirs rang a little more true to me. But yeah, I was annoyed. I was really, really annoyed last night about them.
Hi, Ms. Love. Thanks for joining us as well. So Miss CRM also didn't watch. I don't know. Didn't know who won until this morning. Well, we kind of all knew that was most likely going to be the case, especially since the people that might have upset that result weren't watching the show live, and so it would be a little bit challenging to remember to, like, oh, I gotta vote. Like, so that finale was boring as hell. Absolutely, because we didn't care about any of the couples. Hi, Earth Angel. Hi, everyone who's waiting on this live since Monday. So it's over. It's the end. I only watched the show after finding out that Will didn't win. That's exactly. He wasn't there. We weren't going to win. There was no way. I skipped over a lot of stuff, especially the speeches. Absolutely. I live in the UK, so it wasn't worth watching at 2 a.m. Absolutely not worth watching at 2 a.m. No. Jeremy was definitely given a bad edit by the producers. Like for the whole season, or just this episode? I thought this episode they got a good edit.
I think that Jeremy's edit lended to growth. Every single person, though, has said that he's a lot funnier than he was coming across on TV. I forget who, Jenny or somebody said that his jokes though are a lot more inappropriate, so that might be why they're not on TV. But I do feel relationship wise, like with girls, I feel like his edit lended to him, and he said it last night, like this experience makes you build more emotional connections, open up yourself to more things and people, and I feel like that was his journey.
Yeah.
Was it interesting to watch every time? No. No.
No, not at all. I don't. I mean, I like him and Bailey together. It would have been nice if they had gotten together at the very beginning, because I would like to see if he would have dumped her in the same way that he dumped everybody else, or if he would have allowed that relationship to have grown. So that is something I could have been interested in. But for the last 2 weeks of the show, finding somebody and like being at the very beginning stages of relationship, it's interesting now, but like it's just I would have liked to have seen this a long time ago if they wanted really to have us rooting for them. So Alana, like they're all talking about like their partners, all the girls, and Alana's just saying like, oh, he's just so thoughtful and sweet. I'm like, I don't really see that in Charlie being so thoughtful and sweet. How do you feel like this was just her trying to grasp at everything to be able to say something about him?
Alana and Charlie blew so much smoke up our ass this entire episode, which was so hard, which is why I fast forwarded through most of their stuff, because every time that I stopped and tried to pay attention, I was like, oh my God, they're so unbelievable. And it's not just me, it was other people saying the same thing, like this is so fake, this is not believable. And then the entire show was dry on top of it. So it's like there was a point where I was like, oh my God, I'm falling asleep. And there was like an hour and a half left. There was like 90 minutes left. And I was like, can we get these people dressing in front of Ariel, please?
Seriously, and like I definitely did not need to go through all their season-long clips. I was like,
no.
oh,
Well, the beginning of the show, most of the clips that they showed was the other Islanders. So it was like the first like 45 minutes was clips and clips and clips of the other Islanders and bringing up the other Islanders. And I'm like, I can't remember if they brought up Cash. Yes. And like they brought up Cash again. And I'm like, I don't think in any other season has an ex-Islanders name been brought up so many times post their elimination. I can't think of not one Islander. And this is with Mackenzie.
They don't get rid of the star.
Yeah.
They keep the star of the show on the show. So there's no bringing her up because she's there.
Right. So I'm just like, I like, this is just horrendous that you have to keep the show going by mentioning Cash like 50 times and then using her vernacular and using her squeals and like doing all sorts of stuff. That I love how certain people don't complain when Olivia does it, and when other people were doing it, but they were complaining towards the end when Cash was doing it. I have to 1 second.
Okay, so the Toy was more excited to see Cash and Giovanni, Cinco, and Josh and Shannon on live. Absolutely. I don't know which live I was watching yesterday, but I did watch one of those that I was more interested in. I know I uploaded yesterday's live, but I don't think I've watched that one. I think I just watched the Shannon and Josh one from 2 days ago. But exactly, like I definitely would have been more interested in watching them talk about the finale while it was going on. For sure. I can't believe how bad this season got. Yes, it's tragic, Vera. Thank you for joining us. We all love watching their lives and all of their content way more. So yeah, I'm trying to hook Trina up with Cash's brother. Do you think that could work? Ooh. Been watching you guys review since Cash left. Yes, thank you for being here. Even though the star of the show left the building, I'm really happy to have like the outside of the villa content because it's more fun, it's more enjoyable, it's with the people that we actually like, with real relationships going on. Who would have thunk it? I didn't watch until the last 15 minutes. I mean, I watched, but like I was doing other things at the same time and like being like, oh, I should take a note here. Oh, I should take a note there. Olivia, which I thought was really not really interesting, but like a little bit of an eye roll, which she's like saying about Corey. She's like, I don't have a critique about Corey whatsoever. Like, I don't feel that, like, usually I'm looking at guys that I'm dating and I'm looking for things to, nitpick about, but with him, like, there's nothing to nitpick about. And I'm like, I don't actually agree with that, because I found that she seemed a little bit annoyed by him in some instances. Like when they were all sitting down for the breakfasts, he was like walking around her and then like kind of kissed her, and she's like, just sit down. And it's kind of like she wanted to control him and like have him act a little bit more polite or specific, and he was being silly, which is his personality. So I thought that was interesting that she doesn't critique him, maybe out loud, but I feel like she's a little bit judgmental of him from how she interacts, or what we've seen anyways. All right, let's talk about all the Instagram lives. They are way much more interesting. Absolutely. I've been watching those too. So I think people be stealing Cash and Jeremy's personality. I peep they always be quoting them too. Yeah. So Jeremy, though, I haven't seen it specifically. Like, I don't know what Jeremy's personality is. He does have a little bit of a sarcastic sense of humor, but I haven't I haven't gauged his personality, but definitely Cash. I could see them doing that for sure. Hi, J-Rob. So do you ladies feel like Charlie and Caleb have similar traits? No. I mean, I liked Caleb, even though I didn't believe in what was going on with him and Justine at the time. Like, I felt that they liked each other. Hold on.
Sorry about that.
J. Ross says, do we feel like Charlie and Caleb have similar traits? And I was saying no, but you could answer that.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel like Caleb made us believe. Caleb sold us a dream. Caleb, I still to this day think that there was a part of him into Justine. I just don't think that he planned on that even being a thing. But whether he liked her better than his girlfriend, I don't know. But he made me believe it.
Yeah, definitely. And like Caleb, I was saying, I liked Caleb. I don't enjoy Charlie. I like
the Caleb. Man cried on TV, like their entire story. The man made us like feel for him and like him. He came off so likable, and I would think if it was just us, like that can't figure Charlie out, and everybody kind of like Jeremy, where everybody's coming out the bill. No, you guys don't know Jeremy. We can't wait for you to figure how he really is in real life. Then I would say, well, we just didn't get something from the TV. But Trina came out and she's saying, guys, I can't read the man. I don't know what he's about.
And, like, he's weird. He's weird.
Yeah, she's like, he's weird. Jenny's like, he's weird. Shannon's like, he's weird. She was like that. I feel like he's treating Alana the same way that he treated Cash, and Cash just didn't say anything when she said it on the live. So but she made a face, and I agree. I think he's doing the same thing. I don't think he came there for a relationship. But he also does not know. But like my whole thing is Caleb's not an actor, which is why I still to this day believe that he had some sort of feelings for Justine.
I think he likes her, but I think that maybe it was a genuine relationship that they were building.
Right.
And I think that if it was in the real world, I don't know if he would have allowed himself to get to that point with her.
Right.
He has a girlfriend. So I think he was playing too well, and Justine was being too forgiving for him not being completely open and this and that, and then he's just kind of was too deep in. He was undercover and he was too deep. He couldn't pull back. He had to just kind of go full with it. But I do think that there was a little bit of genuineness in some of the conversations that he was having. I think that he wasn't fully honest with the fact that he was interested in the person that he had at home as well.
Right.
And
Exactly. And
so,
he's not the first one to do it. Shauna in the UK did it. She had a whole boyfriend. I heard Lucinda has a whole boyfriend. And now we find out huh?
Shauna had a boyfriend and she was so mad at what's his name?
And she's mad at Tyler and Kaz right now too. Like she disgusts me. Talk about Tyler's not real. I said that's really funny coming from somebody who had a whole ass boyfriend on while she was on the show. But anyway, I don't like her. And
so annoying to what's the guy's name? Was it
Mike. Yes. And she had a whole boyfriend the entire time. I don't like her. And then she called Michael game player the entire season. I personally think she's racist, but that's just me. But yeah, what she did to God, what's his name? Connor? No, it's something with a C.
I thought it was
Callum.
Yes.
Callum. What she did to Callum, considering that she had a boyfriend the entire time, I don't know. But what she did to Mike, to me, was like above. She was still, after the show, calling Mike a game player on interviews with all of them sitting there. And the girl had a boyfriend sitting at home the entire time.
Just deflecting, she's pointing the finger because she was the one guilty.
Exactly.
But, so now Cash's brother is so attractive. How did you find? Do you think he's hot? Are you into Cash's brother?
He's young, but he's cute. I mean, that whole entire sequence with him and Trina on the live was cute as hell. I'm like, I'll board that ship.
Ooh. I haven't watched the whole entirety of that one yet. I did post it though. So somebody was saying that Cinco said that he was the virgin, or was it a joke? I didn't see that part.
No, that's not what happened. So everybody was asking who was the virgin, and they said Cash and Shannon owned up and said it was Jeremy, and that they started a rumor because of how he was with girls. He used to put pillows, they said, in between him and the girls. And that's why they started that rumor that he was the virgin.
So is he the virgin or not?
He's not a virgin. They said he slept with girls.
Wait, who's like Jeremy or Cinco?
No, Cinco's not a virgin either. no. Cinco was never the virgin. But the one that they were saying was the virgin. Remember when they did the game and they said
rumor or not though? Did Shannon just say that, or was that something?
The girls came up with it and started the rumor.
Okay, so
but the rumor was Jeremy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
There's no truth to it. They were just implying that Jeremy was the virgin, but that's untrue.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which they cleared up on the live.
So hell yeah, Trina was definitely feeling him.
Yeah.
Cynthia, thanks for joining us. The episode could have been wrapped in 30 minutes or less. Yeah. You're just like, give it an hour, max hour. If you want to just put in some more,
they could have did. I don't know if they did that whole Hideaway thing because most people didn't see Corey and Olivia's Hideaway and they wanted to give it to the viewers, but it just like absolutely disgusted me because I'm like, I don't need to see their Hideaway again. And then they still didn't have sex, which tells me something. They're not building anything, anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand not wanting to have sex in that room, even though like it's private. There's still cameras in there, so it still might be a little bit uncomfortable. So I can understand not wanting to do that on a TV show. That's fine by me. But I also didn't really fully watch it. So sorry, I'm just coming from like what I think I saw. But I didn't see anything really. I was just kind of like bored with them. So they had to play this game where they had to do kind of like relay stuff and like eat cake and get like little swans and put it on a cake top, and whoever were the best couples to do it. I don't know if it was the fastest or what, but they would win the trip to the Hideaway. So Corey and Olivia were the couple that went to the Hideaway here. And I don't think that they needed it. I don't think I needed to see it. I didn't need to see any of the couples in the Hideaway, really. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't think any other season has done a late Hideaway like this. in the US. So it was unnecessary personally. But my thinking is they did it because Corey and Olivia's Hideaway was on a Paramount episode that people didn't watch.
Right. Okay. Also, though, just have a question. So when Shannon and Josh left that morning, was that on a Paramount episode as well, or was that on the actual show?
It was both.
Okay, because my friend was like, I can't believe I didn't see that, and it was only on the Paramount Plus, and I was like, I feel like it was on the actual show as well.
Yeah, it was the longer version was on the Paramount Plus episode, and then the shorter version, because remember also that's the same episode that Cash went into the Hideaway because she had went to the dentist. So it was both. It was both.
So I wrote down girls chat, who cares? And then Olivia and Corey had a conversation. They do some 21 questions, and I'm just like, this is boring, guys. Like, I do usually like 21 questions, but it just seems like paint by numbers answers. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys, that I don't feel these two, but I'm not interested in getting to know them anymore. And I don't know why I'm so like resistant to their relationship, but I'm just not feeling it at all.
I just feel like it's being force fed down our throats, like, and not just them on the part of the show, because they had nobody left to make us feel for that, root for. So they were just forcing they're going through the same conversations over and over. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe this whole time that you were my person. I can't believe. There's no growth in their conversation of what they're going to do. Their kisses are still stale. There's nothing there. There's nothing there, guys. I'm not seeing it.
Me neither. Will and Kira also talk, and they're like, okay, what's your daily life like? And he's like, I don't know, I wake up and go surfing, and I'm cooking. I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen. I love making kombucha. And I'm like, this is like, it's nice to hear, but I just feel as though he's really painting that he's this amazing man, and I don't know if it's going to last, and I feel like she's going to be heartbroken, and it's just really frustrating to see that he puts it on so well for her that like she's lost in it, you know?
Yeah, I definitely was like Skittles rainbow thing that he was painting for her. But yet when she was like, oh, I can't wait to do that with you, to do kombucha with you, he said nothing. He didn't say, I can't wait to teach you how to do it. You're going to nothing. He said nothing when she said that.
You're probably like, oh God, I don't really want to spend more time with you after this show.
Exactly.
Jeremy and Bailey have a conversation. I'm not sure. I don't know what my note says. It says they're always something to do. I don't know what that means. I've forgotten what my note says. Charlie and Alana are talking about, their childhood, and she does say that she went to 9 schools and she moved pretty much every year. Okay, interesting fact, but who cares?
Didn't care.
Then they're getting ready for the nighttime. They're roasting marshmallows and reminiscing. This is where they're showing all the other Islanders, and I'm just like, can we just have the show about them? Because I don't care about these Final Four people.
Yeah, it made it worse. It made it worse when they were showing these montages of the characters, and then it was like after that they had the live. I said, I'd rather watch them. Y'all made this really bad. I'd rather watch them, and y'all are showing why I would rather watch them. So I'm just gonna go watch them.
Okay, so Brady said, what's funny is people think that Cinco doesn't want to do the whole title thing. I think it's Cash.
Oh, it's definitely Cash. If you watched that live yesterday, it's Cash. She's a commitment phone. She keeps saying, guys, we're just dating. You like a guy and you want to spend more time with them and hang out with them and kiss on them. That's what we're doing. She's like, don't put titles on it. It scares me. She's like, it's so funny. I'm such a hypocrite because I keep telling people this. And I was telling this to Cinco that, I keep telling people that not to put titles on us. And then people keep saying, "Oh, Shannon and Josh," and she keeps saying, "Oh, Shannon and Josh better get married." And when they get married, I'm gonna be at the wedding. And Cinco's like, "You're a hypocrite." So I definitely think it's
her own
her.
advice, I think, and like
Yeah,
also part of why her and Cinco weren't working in the villa was because of her commitment phobe. Like even if she's hugging and kissing on him, people do feel that energy of not wanting to fully open up and be in a committed relationship. So hopefully she doesn't allow that to push him away.
right.
If he's wanting that from her and she's like no no no, eventually that might start feeling like a rejection,
Right.
and I don't want that to push him away eventually. So hopefully
Yeah.
she just lets that wall down soon. But I know they've been out of the villa for a week, so
Yeah. I mean, I think it's time. I think one, it's time, and two, she's not settled. Like she don't have a place to live. She don't. You understand what I'm saying? Like it'd be different if she knew where she was living. She knew, like right now, she's moving from the East Coast to the West Coast. She has no clue where she's living, how that's even going to look when she starts doing that. And then I think it's just give them time. And she's right. Like,
if he's asking her and
oh
she's
yeah,
saying no, I don't know
yeah.
if that's good for
Yeah,
them.
that's not going to work. But she did point out, she's like, guys, I know you guys saw everything and it just looked really, like we had a lot of time together because we were there 24/7. But she's like, we were coupled up for 4 days. And she's like, and then it was interrupted. Then he was with Trina. Then, we didn't like really talk. Then we were friends. Then, I left. He left. She's like, we didn't, it wasn't like we were in a continuous relationship, which I agree with her. Like, that's what I keep saying. It's like their relationship got interrupted. So
Absolutely.
I think they need to get back
Not good for any
on,
relationship.
yeah,
If a guy asked you to be his
no, no,
girlfriend
no.
and you say I'm not ready, that's a red flag, and I would be peace deuces. Okay, we're not ready
Yeah.
to.
I don't think he's asking for that because he's also saying, like, cool it. Like, they're not
I
there
don't
yet.
same thing like with if someone like proposes and they're like, oh, I'm not ready yet, then like that relationship's over. So hopefully they
Yeah.
get on the same page and that when he feels he's ready, she's
Yeah.
also ready, because
Ready.
that would
Yeah.
be
But that was what I was saying with the Will and Cure. They did not have an interruption in their relationship, right? And she wanted the commitment, and he was insisting that there be no commitment, no titles, no labels, no nothing. And I'm like, if you guys are not on the same page, doesn't that mean that there's no reason for you guys to keep going through this? Because she wants something, and then she doesn't feel comfortable enough to say it to him that that's what she wants, because she's afraid she's going to lose him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that alone should have been like red flag city.
Right.
The fact
But I don't think she understands that that's what she was doing at all.
So Tasha said I missed the first part. It was so long. Yeah, it was super long, Tasha. Olivia is not into black or mixed biracial guys. I don't think so either. I don't think that Corey is her type at all. It was funny that people were shipping Trina with him already. It came up with a hashtag Prina. What's her brother's name?
Prince.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah. I said I'm shipping it. I was like, not y'all plotting on being sisters. Because they were like, can you imagine if we become sisters?
Hi, DG. Thanks for joining us. So I really enjoy your lives. Thank you. Thank you both. Will you be doing a review of F-Boy Island? People really want this, but it's just, I'm not sure how to do it. It's just the format is, it's kind of hard to track. What I've been toying with, DG, is I've already watched them all. So doing a rewatch and have people join a live where we're watching the episode and commenting throughout it. That's what I'm considering, but that would be on Twitch. So I'm not sure.
I haven't watched them yet still, so I don't know.
Definitely Paradise Hotel I will be Paradise Hotel. Bachelor in Paradise I'll be doing with Tanya. And I think we're gonna be doing it. We're supposed to go live tonight after the episode, but we might be doing it tomorrow.
It's a 2-hour episode.
Yeah, because it's 2 hours. I was like, I don't know if I want to stay up late and do it tonight. So We'll have to think about it, DG. We'll have to think about it. Hi, Underground. Thanks for joining. So they should just show Love Island UK here in the US version. It's beyond tragic. Yes, the Love Island US, like it's UK. It started off slow, but now it's very, very good, I would say.
They should not do them at the same time. That's my opinion.
I know, because like I would love to give the same attention to UK, but like people are more so watching right now in my community US, and so like today I didn't have time to watch to do the review on the UK because like I was doing the US, but like I would like to give them the same amount of attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they need to not do this again. This is I think the second year that they did this where it happened. The first year it didn't matter because nobody really watched season 1. They need to do the same thing they did last year, which was put it at the end of August into the fall. And I think that was a better time frame for Love Island USA. And then on top of that, you'll have people who don't have to take off, who have to take off from their regular jobs to go on Love Island, because it's not, oh, I can take off for the summer and go on Love Island. They have to actually take off for the fall. I think you get a lot more serious people.
Maybe that's true. That's true. Earth Angel says, are you reading my mind? I was thinking about that all morning after I watched the lives. I think she's afraid of getting hurt. I see. Wait, what was Brandy saying? The whole title thing. Yes. So I just don't think that they don't want to announce it publicly. I mean, even if she's worried about like moving and stuff like that, I think that if they were in something stable, then it would be easier to make a decision as to what she or they wanted to do. You know what I mean? So like, even if it's, are we going to be doing something long distance? Are you thinking of moving somewhere? Like, if it would be easier to make those decisions as a couple, as opposed to like two separate entities that are trying to be considerate of the other person. I think. Kashi had a Cinco t-shirt in the last live and confirmed that they've been intimate. Okay.
I think people are rushing their relationship. I think people need to leave them alone and give them time. I know that's asking a lot, but I really think that they're going to make it work.
I'm just saying the same thing though, that if he wants a relationship and she's not ready for it, it's going to hurt their relationship, because those are the type of actions that I think that Cinco wants. And so I hope that it's still reciprocal. So there is a way that Jeremy says some things in a sing-song type way that everyone now copies. He's doing it when talking to his mom. It's not annoying, unlike how Olivia copies Cash. Okay, I never really noticed.
Didn't notice either.
Cinco seems smitten. I think she's afraid to. I can see that. I really enjoyed the live at Cash, Cinco, Josh, and Shannon and Trina. Way more entertaining than the show. Yep. Definitely.
It was very sad, actually.
Did you all notice that they look at each other and be quiet? They can look at
Cinco and Cash? Yes.
Really great.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I really think people just need to let them go through whatever they're going through.
The thing is, though, I mean, like, yeah, you can say that. And, like, I agree 100%. Like, let them have their relationship. But it's that we watch them on a show and we are invested. And so I understand people really wanting the best for them and really wanting to see them work out. And I guess putting pressure on them, this is kind of what the nature of being a couple outside of one of these shows is that people are really riding for you. And so it's kind of hard to tell people to like, leave them alone. It's like, but
no, what I'm saying is I think people are more, they're like, Cinco's not into Cash.
Oh, I don't say that.
No, that's where I think a lot of it is coming from. It's that Cinco's not into Cash and he's going to hurt her and she needs to hurry up and like force him to be her boyfriend. I think people need to leave. That's what I mean when I say I think people need to leave them alone. I think people are looking at it through their own eyes or what they saw on the TV show. And that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely think that he's into her. Like, what he's in New York right now with her, right?
No, he's still
Okay.
in. No, he went to his mom's house. He was there last night with his little brother, but he's coming. He's supposed to. So they're all meeting in New York this weekend.
I want to see those lives. That's gonna be fun. Lit. Girl, we on the same page, you and Brandy. Yes. Okay. I didn't need to see a t-shirt to know it was intimate. They was hot and heavy week 1 when they were partner. Mm-hmm. And like they looked like they had a good time when she was out at his event, and they're like doing like the electric slide and like just singing songs, and you can see like him with his boys. Like,
Yeah, and she's like, if you notice, she like stayed back, and he was like the center of attention because it was his event. But then every 2 seconds he would like look around to see where she was and like bring her close to him. Like, I mean, I didn't post all of the lives that I watched because I was watching a lot of people's lives, but I mostly tried to do the ones where they were together. But yeah, I think they're building something that could be good, but you got to give them time.
Underground says, I wonder if they thought this season was going to be longer. I don't understand why more of them didn't fake a relationship in the final hour like Olivia. Agreed.
I don't know. I don't know what was Charlie's thing.
Hi, H guys. So say what you want about Charlie, but he looked good in last night's
Did
finale.
he?
He
I
looked
don't
so
know.
fine.
Listen, I can't.
Everyone did, but especially Charlie. I'm sorry, H guy. I felt bad going to sleep. I don't know, I think it was last night, because I was like, man, people are gonna think that I hate Charlie. And I'm like, I don't hate Charlie, but I'm just so not into him, and I can't pinpoint why. Like, I'm not sure what it is. Like, I don't know if it's because
I can tell you why I don't
of
like him.
how he treated Olivia, or sorry, treated Cash, and that it's the same way that he's treating Olivia. Like, I don't know if that's it, but whatever it is, I can't see. I never saw him as good looking. So even when my friend, before he was on the show, was like, ooh, I'm going to watch Love Island because this guy that I think is so hot is going to be on it. And she showed me the picture of him eating the watermelon with the whipped cream. And I was like, not for me. And then I was trying to get into it when he was being nice to Cash. I was like, okay, like, he's obviously a very attractive man, but he's just not it for me. I'm not into his vibe. You? What's your thing?
I said I can tell you exactly why I don't like him. I don't like his personality. I don't like him. Like, so if I don't like a guy, it does not attract me to him. There's something about him that seems sneaky, that like I don't know if it's that he has a wall up or what, but I do not like that guy.
Yeah, like, I don't trust him. I don't know who he is.
No.
Like, I just feel like it's just there's something so disingenuous about him that it just makes me feel like everything that he's doing is put on in a certain way. Like, I don't know. Can I hear some stories about all your tattoos or something? Like, why do you? I don't know. Anyways, he's all yours, H guy, all yours. And Alana's not dating him. That was so funny about Trina and Cash's brother. Okay, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna watch it soon. I noticed that too. All right, what are your predictions? And for next season overall, do you think season 4 will be more diverse?
Is there going to be a season 4?
I think it's a hit enough for it to be a season 4. Yeah.
Well, the ratings declined for the finale. The ratings had gone down, went back up when Trina was eliminated, because I think people were looking to see like if Charlie was going to be eliminated or Jeremy, and instead it was Trina that was eliminated, and then the ratings plummeted again. So,
it's a summer show though, so I think summer shows have more leniency in their ratings just because it's not in a coveted time slot. They don't have a lot of programming in the summer, so
yeah. So my whole thing is based on this. I think they're gonna do probably an overhaul again. Like an overhaul, kind of like what they did with season 2. I think they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board and make sure what happened this season does not happen again. However, that's
Why
gonna work.
that producer, like whoever it
Yeah.
is that like kept Jeremy along this whole ride and like allowed Cash to go, allowed Giovanni to go, but had the two couples being dumped, like whoever made all those decisions and whoever didn't just allow the votes to mean anything, like that person needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Like put him on another show. Not this one
Yeah.
though. So they get a text, and it's going to be Olivia, obviously, and Corey going to the Hideaway. Everybody leaves except for Jeremy and Bailey, who kind of hold back to talk a little bit. And I wrote down that they actually seem normal, and I was like, oh, I like them. Like they're having a normal conversation. They look like they would be together. I can see them being in a relationship. So I was like, I ship this. I would love it if they won now. So now I was like on the train of like, yeah, it would be great to win. I could see them winning, but
Yeah.
like I knew it was going to be too late.
I got so excited. I was like, "Oh my god, they came in second! I know it." I'm like, we have not seen one Jeremy and Bailey content this entire time. They were so cute. So, but we'll see what happens outside the villa with them. But I feel like
They're
out
kind
of
of
all,
far apart though. So she's in what?
they are.
Portland, and
She's
he's
in Portland.
New
Oh,
and he's in New York.
yeah.
So I don't know
Is
how.
he still in New York, or is he? Oh yes. He did say he was that because crazy girl Trina is in LA, and he was like that he wasn't sure about doing long distance. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
no matter what, from that conversation they're talking about he's never been to Seattle. He's never been to
So
Portland.
we'll see what happens.
So I mean, with the fact that a lot of people will be moving, because Josh and Shannon said that they were thinking of moving to Florida, and so people will be moving to different spots. So you never know who's Jeremy's best friend in the villa. Corey, right? Yeah,
I don't know. He
I think it's Corey.
Cinco said he was really close to him. I don't know. Josh? It might have been Josh actually.
Well, if it's Josh or Corey, they are both like East Coast, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're all East Coast, yeah.
So I don't know if I see him moving all the way to the West Coast to be with Bailey. To be fair,
yeah, I see it. I understand.
We'll see.
Same reason why I don't see Corey being with Olivia past 2 weeks from now.
So everybody says goodnight. There's only 6 Islanders in the big bedroom, and they kind of talk about like, oh my god, there's only 6 of us. There's only 6 of us. And this is how we know that there's no content, because like the people that have been in the villa the longest are basically Corey and Olivia, and then Will and Kira. And she's just like, who are these people that are in this bedroom? Like, I don't even know who you guys are. It does feel empty in here because like we're not good friends yet, and Jeremy's there as well. But they all say good night to everybody, like good night, Corey, good night, whatever, Charlie, and back and forth, whatever. And then the next morning, we see Corey and Olivia screaming out the balcony window, like, good morning. Ugh. I don't care about them. Sorry.
It was so forced. I was sitting there like, why?
How was it? Wasn't it so forced when they came into the bedroom and they decide to go wake everybody up?
Yeah.
When Corey went like this or something like that, and like he nearly took off Olivia's head, and she's like, watch out. Like she made like a I'm annoyed by you face. And I was like, she is putting this on and people can't see it. Like
I said the same thing. Like, well, we'll get to it with the envelopes and everything. Oh my gosh! So even some, who was it? Oh my god! On the live, I don't know if you saw that part. The house Cinco, when they were on the live, they were like, "Okay, who do you guys think that's gonna win?" Everybody said Corey and Olivia, and they're like, "Okay, but do you think that if whoever gets the envelope, if they would steal the money?" And everybody's like, no, they wouldn't do that. He's like, well, I hope Corey gets the money. And and everybody's like, no, why would you say that? He's like, because I think that she'd be more apt to steal it than him. I said, thank you, Cinco.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So they go in and wake up the Islanders, though, and I was just like, that seemed forced. Like, Olivia's not really the type to go jumping on beds and like waking people up that way. I was like, it felt weird, felt very forced. They get a text for brunch. And so it was at the brunch actually where I saw Corey was like walking around Olivia, and she was just like, "How, God, sit down." Like she was just. I think she thinks he's annoying. Like
I saw that a lot more last night. I really did. Oh, and also during the live, who was it? Trina. Trina said when she was leaving, Alana and Charlie were like fighting and were annoyed with each other.
oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Of course, though.
Mhm.
I like, of course. 21 questions at the end of the show does not make sense. Absolutely not, Brandy. That's a game that they should have played earlier on. That should have been a day one game.
Yeah. Which is what we kept saying, that for some reason this season nobody was talking about themselves, and we didn't know. We knew very little details about themselves, and most of the details that we got was on Laid Bare and on the Paramount Plus extra episodes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they didn't show more of like getting to know you questions and stuff, or conversations. Like those are conversation starters. So it's not just like ask me questions. Like, oh, like where would be your, what scares you the most? And then you talk about something, and you talk about a life experience that you've had, and they're like, oh my God, something similar happened to me. Like it's just supposed to like start up a conversation, not just like bounce questions back and forth. It's like if you have a lull, you say a new question. Anyways, these people. Yes, I do think Trina is going to go and hang out with them because I feel like she already is going to miss them.
Yeah, she said that again. Those are her girls, and she said the first person she contacted when she got out the villa was Cash. So she wants to go hang out with Cash. She's going to Florida first to pick up Florida. They were asking who was going, and they basically like it's an OG world tour, like, so it's just everybody that came in up until Florida, and then that's it.
Earth Angel says thanks us for our lives, or the lives that you have been uploading or given to me and I've been uploading. Thank you guys for watching. We do appreciate it, and thank you for your hard work doing that, Tamika. Very appreciated. Hi, JH. So Kashi has a strong influence. She definitely played a major role in Corey and Olivia, even won in the first place. Yeah, definitely. I think that if Cash was like, no, I don't think that they would have won.
Yeah.
So why didn't Will and Kira have that conversation at the beginning? Now they're talking about daily life. I know, right?
Something off about that.
So off. Am I all the way back here? Holy cow. So you always mention Charlie, how fine he is. You're obsessed with him. Yeah. Funny. Definitely agree with that. I didn't want Olivia winning, but rather them than Will. Absolutely. Miss Lilith, the winners of Love Island USA Season 3 is Corey and Olivia. Definitely not obsessed, just admitting his looks that all, especially when 90% of the viewers give him so much hate just because they are cachet stands. It's actually not about, I didn't like him before he came on the show. If that makes you feel any better about my sincerity of my not interested in him. And he just kind of proved it. Was Trina in the top 3?
Of what?
Miss Lilith, have you not watched for the last week?
I guess not. Trina was eliminated last week.
Shannon said that she and Cash are going to have a double wedding. Oh, that would be so cool. That's so far away, but like that'd be really great.
Yeah. Cash was on board.
Last week. Sorry, what?
Cash was on board.
My prediction from weeks ago came true. I've been saying that Trina and Cash are probably going to be closer than Cash and Olivia. Well, Olivia got Cash out, I think.
I think that's what's going to end up happening because even last night during the live, when it was just her and Trina, people were asking if they were going to be friends with Olivia after everything that came out. And Trina was like, what came out? And Cash is like, she's like, I just found this out. I'm going to have to talk to you offline about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is real then. Like, yeah. Her unfollowing was a real thing.
No, she never followed, she said. She was never following her. She followed her when we saw that she had followed her, but she was never following her in the first place. So she came out, was never following her, then followed Olivia, Then she just found out the night before, she said, with everything going on with Olivia. Which makes sense because we said that last few days they were busy preparing for the event, and then she was supposed to leave Sunday for a flight. And so she said she had just found out the night before that everything that was going on. She's like, I don't even want to talk about it on here. We'll talk about it offline. And Trina's like, all right, I'll text you. So I can definitely see it because Olivia, like somebody tweeted me today because Cassie said, "Oh, I can't wait to see all of my Islanders in real life. I miss them." And I was like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you because I know that you guys had gotten close." And somebody's like, "Oh, Giovanni, Shannon, and Olivia are all Trump supporters. She shouldn't be friends with them." Or just like they're all Trump supporters. And I said,
is Giovanni a Trump supporter, or is he just like doesn't care about other people's political?
I don't know where, because he's not sitting there like Wes and saying you have to be against Trump. Apparently, he's a Trump supporter. So my whole thing is they're not on the show anymore. I don't care who they voted for. I'm not supporting Olivia. I'm not following her. I'm not giving her any views, any money, any whatever. She has to explain herself to Cash, Trina, Cinco, whoever else who she says are supposed to be her friends in the villa on her views. And Cash is she's very, very into BLM politics. So if she don't make it correct, they will not be friends.
I need to go see what TikTok she liked. I'm interested.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said they whoever was running her account unfollowed a couple of conservative people. So I'm like, as if people hadn't saw that they were following them before. Like,
well, I need to go into Reddit so they can show me all the videos. I'm sure somebody took a video of all the videos. Okay, so now I understand why Charlie was acting. I saw his wedding pictures on his brother's Facebook.
Okay. That wouldn't shock me.
Why? What happened? What happened?
I didn't know anything about this. So you're saying that Charlie's married?
No, on his.
You said it says I saw his wedding pictures on his brother's Facebook. So you're saying that Charlie is married?
Whoa.
Which actually, if this is the case, makes sense.
It makes way more sense.
Way more sense why he didn't stay with Cash.
Way more sense why he's not opening up and being kind of like closed off.
Yeah.
Way more.
Can you imagine if he stayed with Cash and then dumped her out the villa? Oh my God, he would be hated. So I see, if this is the case, I see why he jumped ship.
Nah, can you please send like the Facebook link? Can you put that in the chat just so I could, or like if you can message me on Instagram, Reality Realness with 3 S's. I need to see this. Definitely. Hi, Alexandra. Thanks for joining us. Giselle, thank you. We need to see this. We need the proof here. We need the proof here. So yesterday, Corey and Olivia, Charlie, Atlanta FaceTimed her. They did?
Yeah, they did. She had a screenshot on her.
Oh, I saw the screenshot. I didn't know where that was from. Like it was.
Yeah, it was a FaceTime. It was a FaceTime.
So Charlie is either divorced or still married. The woman is Latina or mixed looking.
Which still goes along with my theory. None of this is shocking me. None of this is shocking me.
Not shocking me at all. No. We don't get him. We don't connect with them. Like people are saying he's weird. Like he's weird because we like, is he hiding something? And like, yeah, like he's probably hiding his other relationship.
Yeah. And Cash is going to be very happy that she was gone.
What would you ladies like to rate this season on a scale of 1 to 10?
Beginning of the season, end of the season, or overall?
Let's do both.
Beginning of the
season, I thought this was an 8.5 season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, beginning of the season, I would have gave a 9.
Maybe even a 9 at points, but
yeah,
for sure. And I was like giving room for it to go up because I was like, wow, like they really have a great.
They came out with a bang to me. Middle of the season, maybe a 6.
Yeah, I'd say 6. It's above 5. Like
Yeah,
it's still a
yeah,
6 because we still had some of our favorites in there and we were invested in their stories.
yeah.
And now overall,
Overall, I would probably give it a 5 or a 6. And I would give it higher. I would give it lower. I'm sorry, but I am just grateful to them for introducing us to Cache, Giovanni, Wes, Amy, those people, because I think they're going to have longer lasting careers in the entertainment business going, or whatever they feel that they decide to do something in
moving
longer than this show.
for sure. So yeah, I'm probably at about a 6 for the entire season, maybe a 5.5.
Yeah,
So I think I really don't like how it felt like the viewer's voice wasn't being heard. And it felt like we're fighting against the producers,
yeah,
and whatever the producers wanted, we didn't want, and it also wasn't good. It would be different if like, oh well, like the producers like they took control of this and they made it even better, but it's like no,
yeah.
they didn't. They made it worse, and even with all the extra content and stuff like that, which we were probably asking for in the beginning, we didn't want all the extra content with the people that we don't care about. So it's kind
Yeah.
of like they tried to give us what we wanted, but with the people that we didn't want.
They
So
didn't produce. They didn't produce. They literally had every resource to give us the best season ever, and they did not produce a good season. And that's why I'm saying I would have given them actually a lower score if not for the earlier part of the season introducing us to the people that they did.
yeah, I mean, I definitely love the Islanders that you've mentioned. I think that I'm interested in seeing them outside of the villa, and that's a lot of people. Like last season, I only really follow Justine and Sally, but this season to have like 5, 6 people that like I'm interested in right now, at least what they're doing outside of the villa. That's pretty big.
I'm trying to think who. Yeah, I don't think I follow too many people. I
Wait,
follow
hold on. Like you definitely are off my ass. So if you be arguing and creating weird scenarios for Weirdo Charlie, seeing you on other live streams. Oh, okay. So, hi guys, this Charlie troll, especially when she moves to LA. Okay, that's the name. Are you gonna write that down, Tamika? Raymond Leon. Okay, hold on. Actually, I can probably pull it up here, maybe. Holy Jesus! Ah! Facebook. This is intense.
Texas.
Raymond Leon. What's the last name again? Thomas. Okay, I see it.
Thomas. Yeah.
His brother's cute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see Charlie.
Okay, I don't know where. Okay, let me pull this up for you guys so you can see what we're looking at here.
I see Charlie again.
Is
It
it
looks
this
like
one?
his brother's in the military. Yep, that's him.
Okay, maybe albums.
Yeah, go to album to uploads. I'm trying to see. I don't see wedding pictures though.
I don't see uploads either.
Where are you?
Album pics.
I have photos of Raymond, uploads, and albums. Are
I
you in
just have
albums?
photos and albums. These are the only 2 that I have here.
Ooh. I wonder if this is because it's the computer.
Maybe you have somebody in common that maybe lets you link him.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I doubt it though. I don't know anybody in Texas.
I don't
I
see these
don't
wedding
see.
photos though.
I don't see wedding photos, guys. Where we saw the wedding photos. I do see Charlie though.
Where'd you see Charlie? I haven't seen Charlie yet. Oh,
Let me see.
oh, 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 oh,
Oh, found
oh,
it.
oh, oh,
2018.
oh, oh, oh. Oh my
Oh,
God.
I'm still on 2019. That's why I didn't scroll back farther. There we go. Found it. No, does she look Latin? She looks black to me.
She looks black to me. Yeah, she looks black to me. But if that's her mom and her brothers, maybe she's Latina.
Oh, good point.
Or yeah.
Or mixed. Or
mixed in some way.
Yeah.
I'm
shit.
shocked right now. Like, I'm shook.
Shit. Can I save this one for a screenshot?
I'm shook.
Wow.
I mean, we know, who knows who has gone into his marriage like registry. Like, I know you can find all that information in the States. So
we would have to know which state though. Let me see.
Well, maybe it's in Texas.
Texas. He's from Chicago. Does it have a state?
Okay. No. Okay. Oh no, the sister. I think the wife's name is Ashley Martinez. So that sounds Latina to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's half Latina, half black.
Yeah, she's got to be mixed. She's very pretty though.
If this is still her.
Yeah, she's mixed. So, does she have pictures of Charlie?
I'm trying to. So far, it's only her.
Let me see.
If this is her, am I not on it anymore? Oh yeah, it's still here. Okay. If this is to her, because it just said with Ashley, and I feel like this is her, but oh my God, guys, this is like real life sleuthing. Let's see. No. Maybe they broke up, or maybe she removed stuff because like he's going to go on to get the bag.
Right. Ashley Martinez. All right. So easiest way. Let's see. Let's go to Charlie's IG.
And her IG.
Does she have IG? Ash.
Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna close this off, guys. So we got names. We've got names for our sleuthing. Woo, guys, that's so interesting. Okay, let's finish this conversation, this episode while you're doing some sleuthing over here. So Bailey gets a text. The girls are gonna have a girls' day. They're gonna go in a wedding dress shop or like nice dress shop. Charlie gets a tech, and they're gonna all the guys are gonna have to do their declarations of love on paper. Which I was like, what are you like? I don't think it's that hard for it to be able to say something, even if you're not like in love with the person. But I don't know why they had so much trouble. But everybody was having problems with writing their declarations. Olivia and Bailey especially having writer's block. I'm like, of course Olivia has writer's block because she's like, ooh, how do I write this about someone that I hate? Well, let's see. I thought it was funny though. Somebody said, keep up with the big cat energy. That's like, that's funny. The boys are, jumping around. They break Charlie's bed. I thought that Will actually looked cute when he was dressed up. Like when he put on his tux, I thought he looked quite handsome. So yeah, all the girls had to write their own declarations as well. They're having a bit of trouble. The guys were having trouble, but they did end up figuring something out. So first down at the end of the evening was Alana. She was wearing a gold dress. And I thought that the dresses they were looking at were nicer than the ones that they ended up wearing, but that's just me. So Alana was in gold. Kira was in a black dress with kind of some like Dante type stuff in the chest area. Bailey was in a red dress that was kind of very plain on the top, but then had like these ruffles on the bottom. And Olivia was in a navy blue sequin dress. I like the navy blue of it all, but I don't know if I like the shape of that particular dress. So they all say cheers to ever long lasting friendship. So everybody gives speeches. The only speeches that I commented on was Olivia saying it's always been you. I was like, this isn't your storyline. Like, your storyline isn't it's always been you. That was Cinco to Cash. Like, and I'm sure that Cash told her that he said that to her. So I was like, I roll there. Corey did a silly poem, as I already mentioned. Then Ariel comes in. I thought Ariel looks amazing. I love the dress that she was wearing. We see clips of Bailey and Jeremy with Ariel in the change room. Next, we see clips with Olivia and Corey. Ariel did think that it was pretty badass of Olivia that she came back from Casa Amor single. And I was like, this was probably her master plan to try to like get Corey. But anyways. Then there was clips of Alana and Charlie. I didn't really watch any of these clips, guys. I really didn't. I just was like, I had it on the background and I took notes every once in a while. And then there's lastly clips of Kira and Will. So that was basically it. Then it was kind of eliminating in order who had the least amount of votes. So no surprise, Charlie and Alana, they were fourth place. Then we were hoping that Bailey and Jeremy might have stolen second place, but they were third. And so the final two are going to be Will and Kira, of course, and Olivia and Corey. And the winner of Love Island Season 3 is Corey and Olivia. Will was trying to look like happy for them, but I didn't feel like he was very happy for them.
He was mad. His face told it all. Like, he had the tightest smile. Oh my gosh, he was angry. He was mad.
So we had the moment that we kind of mentioned a little bit before where 2 gold envelopes are given out. Olivia takes one and then Corey takes the other. Olivia opens up hers and it has $0 in there. And when it had $0 in there, I felt that her face dropped. And I was like, why is your face dropping? Like, you know that Corey's not going to keep the money from you. The only reason why I would think her face would drop is if she was thinking of keeping the money and was projecting that onto Corey, right?
Like, that was what I was going to say to you. When she took that envelope and then, like, because remember, she made Ariel let her pick first. And then when she opened it up, her face, like, fell. And you could tell she was pissed because it was all of a sudden like totally out of her control. And then she had to rely that he was going to split the money with her. But we all knew that Corey wasn't never going to not split the money with her.
Corey for sure would split the money.
Yeah. So, but I think she would have stole the money.
I think she might have, not going to lie. Or because like I can see her like her eyes like welling up and like I'm really happy like with what we started building within here, but like this is like money's gonna be really important for me and like the business that I want to start and create and like this is like my only opportunity here. So I am so sorry, Corey. Like I'm so happy that we got here together, but I have to take the money. Like no, that's exactly what
Perfect. I can still see it.
But that didn't happen. Corey had the money, and I think that was all fate because like if Corey got like duped by her like that, like it would have been so bad. So
yeah, I think so too. I think it was God because I really think she was going to steal the money.
Right? Oh my goodness. Wait, it's all the way down the Facebook pictures. Yes, we saw. Oh my gosh. Now like Tamika's going into like marriage registries of Texas. No, she's
I don't know if it's Texas. It looks like they might have been married in California.
Can you put like a geo search on where that picture was posted? Okay, so gonna watch Love Island UK. Bye. Oh, you're gone now, but thank you, Netha, for being here. I agree that they need time because if they take it slow, it has more potential for them to grow. Yes, they will. They'll take it slow enough. I just hope that they're on the same page with how slow that they're going.
Yeah.
100%. Let's see you guys' reaction. Okay, you are right. Charlie is or was married for real. Wow, I just came out and looked up his brother on Facebook and saw the pics. I only saw the one pic so far, but like I'm gonna go back and look more
Yeah,
deeply.
I'm deep diving his Facebook right now
Like
before.
I'm going into LinkedIn. Like, like it's happening.
Yeah, I just tried to see if he's connected to him on IG, but I don't see it. And I don't see her connected to him on IG. But again, we all know that when Caleb did it, he had the girl unfriend him for a little bit, and then she
Like people
refriended him.
on Reddit, I'm sure have taken photos of when that was like when they had like ended their friendship or relationship or whatever followship.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and wonder what was the cause of their divorce. If they are divorced.
Mm-hmm. And
Ooh,
why isn't he never mentioned it? This is what I'm saying, guys.
yeah, that's something that you should mention in a love show. It's like, yeah, I used to be married. Like that's important information to know if you're getting into a relationship with somebody.
Especially when Cash opened up herself so much to you. Like, he could have said that to her. And I'm telling you, I don't like this guy.
Hi, TA. So, hi, ladies. I'll miss you two live every day collabs. Yes, I know. I love the chemistry between you two. Hope Tamika comes back next season. Love Island. Y'all the best together. Yes, sure we will be next season. We will be finishing off Love Island UK if you want to catch up on that. So we will be going for the next 2 weeks or so at 3 p.m. Eastern to talk about Love Island UK. So if you need a link and a way to watch that, message me on Instagram and I will help you out there so you can start watching it. Or email me at Reality Realness.
Did you ever get to see if you could watch it live?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about that.
Okay.
I will. Yes, I should do. I'll do that later today. Stay for 2 years is a lot, maybe a few months. They're 25 years old. I could see them actually lasting. Half the viewers hated Cinco, hints to why he kept being voted at the bottom. I'm not hating. Where a man that leaves another woman just because someone is more physically attractive, red flag. I can't say that like I agree with that just because they're of the show that they're on. In real life, I don't think that he would have jumped ship like that. If it's because they were on this show and the point is to get to know people and follow your instincts and follow your heart. It's not in a real traditional environment. And so I feel like what they're doing right now outside of the villa is stronger, and I think that she should be taking more proof as to who he is as a man from how he's been treating her outside the villa.
Yeah, so just a few things. Cash said it last night. She was not in an exclusive relationship with Cinco in the villa. And she's like, she told Trina to go, and she said it last night. She told Trina to, after everything happened with Jeremy, to see if things would work with her and Cinco. That being said, she, like, at this point now, they're at a different place, right? They're outside the villa. In Love Island, the point is to find the strongest connection with the person that you are most attracted to. And I don't think that Cinco left Cash because he was most attracted to Trina. He is most sexually attracted to Trina because, according to him, Cash was acting as if she didn't like him in the beginning, and he didn't want to force anything.
No, Jeremy's best friend was Cinco. Corey was Josh's best friend.
That's what I was saying. I think it's Cinco.
Still kind of.
But they're all East Coast, so it doesn't matter.
Country, not West Coast people. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. They're having a chat about Cinco. I think though a lot of people are misconstruing us liking Cinco outside the villa with us never, like, we were giving him heck when he was not treating Cash well. And we were always saying that we really wanted him to step up and show her that he liked her. And right. So he didn't do that in the villa, and we were pissed about that. And so we were fine when Charlie came in to shake things up and maybe allow her to be treated the way that she deserved to be treated. And then Charlie didn't show up in that way. And so she left the villa, and now Cinco does feel that he is capable of hanging out with her. Like, he didn't have to invite her to stay at his house for the last 2 weeks. Like, He doesn't have to go and hang out with her in New York. Like, if he's not into her, he doesn't have to do any of these things. And so
he doesn't have her plastered all over his IG. He does, like, guys, it is what it is. That's why I'm saying you just gotta give them time. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's gonna not be what it's not gonna be. So I just I'm not putting anything on anybody right now.
Vera says, I would have stuck my foot out if Olivia jumped on my bed. Vera, play nice, play nice, play nice.
That's funny.
Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, yes, thanks, B. Yes, we are going in. We are going in on a deep down. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Charlie does have some explaining to do. I know, Nadia, what is happening? I need to know. Yeah, she's definitely stunning. I'm going to have to look a little bit more into this, do some work here just to see what's really going on. I'm sure we can find out some truths.
I hate trying to scroll through my phone because I don't see and get through it.
Yeah, we're going to look after. So, yes, she does look single or separated, or that she removed all photos of him off. They scrubbed it.
Yeah.
Definitely could see a little scrubberoo happening before going on a show where they try to make a lot of money. So, I don't know. When was the pictures from? 2019?
2018, I think it said.
3 years. Well, okay, listen, like you've just been divorced for like married and divorced in 3 years. I would think that you would have mentioned it, especially when Andre comes onto the scene and he says that he used to be married and he has like a kid. Like, why wasn't there a conversation between them two talking about that kind of, similar life experience? Like, it's just very weird that he held that back from everybody when it's a very important part of a relationship, I would say.
I agree. I don't feel like I feel like he's a fake. Like, he should have mentioned it.
Should have mentioned it. It's important. Oh, I can't wait to people to ask Cash this in her live. Like, so did you know that Charlie was married? It was the way that she was thanking everyone, like she won an Oscar for me. Who? Olivia, I guess. I guess it was Olivia. Yes, exactly. See, Charlene, you're with me here, especially if Andre mentioned it. You would think that they would have said something. Okay, oh my God, Charlie's mom has him and his wife on her page also, but you have to go all the way down. She has a lot of pictures. I can't do this right now. I do have to end this live because I have some stuff I need to do. But people, this is a lot of hot tea. Hot tea. Ms. Love totally agrees. Yes, we will find more collaborations. Absolutely. I found Tamika through. She chatted with me in my Bachelorette podcast, and then she said that she was willing to do this with me. So we're definitely will look for other ways that we can review a season of something. It mightn't even be something that's not reality. We might do. Well, I'm pitching this right now, but maybe the Queens. I'm kind of interested in seeing that show and how that goes down. It's not reality, but it's kind of reality because it's with real celebrities talking about being, former big stars. And so we will probably see live performances that they're actually doing. So it's going to be kind of like a musical, a hip hop musical show, hip hop R&B musical show. So thinking about that, maybe just doing like an actual review of a scripted show.
Sounds good.
Oh, I don't know what's going on here. So after the island, love Shannon and Josh, but they remind me of Mackenzie and Connor, so I'm not sold on them. They're okay though. I like them. I feel like they're a real couple. They are planning on doing things together after they keep on saying the dust settles, and it made me feel uncomfortable because like that's literally the dust settles is like when you're talking about people's ashes, and I'm like I didn't like personally hearing them say that. I'm like, I don't want the dust settled. I don't know.
I think that's why they said it, because they meant like his sister's passing.
I know that they did, yeah. But like,
yeah,
when
but I agree.
When they were saying it though, like it was too literal, and it made me feel, I don't know, they made me feel something. I was just like, I felt kind of icky. that it wasn't just being used as a metaphor.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I do think that they're working on a relationship together, and so I think this will probably have brought them either really close together or really far apart, and I think it's together. So I'm here to see how they go. Yes, Olivia, I was late to this chat. I have to watch back. No problem. We deep dived and found out that Charlie was married in 2018. So that is next on our deep dive list. They definitely still married. She has the same background as Charlie in the overseas trips. Boy, I don't have that channel. Wait, the Queens Bee on, so I will be watching your reviews on that. So maybe I could do a watch of it, and then we could either do a live at the same like right after, but maybe I can host some sort of. Okay, let me work on this. So I have like a month to like get this together. Maybe I'll get everybody to you'll have to join Twitch. I'm sorry because I can't air anything that's not on YouTube. And maybe I'll air it and then we'll talk about the episode either during or after. So that's something that we can play around with as well. And I don't like those girls on After the Island. Nope, but I'm hoping the best for Josh and Shannon. Agreed, 100%. Agreed. All right, well, this was way more eventful than I was expecting it to be, Tamika. We have some work to do. We have to put on our detective skills and deep dive into this man's life.
Yeah.
Coming for him.
Yeah, y'all make it so hard for me to be goody on my entertainment and color channel because I don't like posting rumors.
No, but we don't have to post anything about this.
Yeah,
we're still just investigating. Like,
yes.
Maybe it's not him.
It's definitely him.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh Lord.
Wait, Earth Angel, you do not watch Love Island UK? Because we will still be coming live every day for Love Island UK, and maybe at the end we could do little snippets of like what's going on in the US world, just like add on at the end. So
yeah, we could do that.
Pop in. We'll still be talking about Love Island, and when UK ends, I'm sure if there's big things that happens, we'll come together and we'll do like spontaneous lives at around the same time. So we're not gone forever.
There's a lot more to happen, guys. There's still breakups and makeups and
we'll be keeping
shakeups.
This basically are Tamika and Chantele coming together to bring you After the Island tea. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll keep up to date.
Yeah. Next time we'll talk about how Leslie is a daggone scammer. But we'll talk about that the next time.
Exactly. Wait, I know I'm not the only one that remembers that episode with Ellie and Charlie's date. They had a date?
Yeah, for the dinner when they ate. She had her dessert. She had them give her dessert.
I forgot. That's okay, Charlene. We're still here. Follow us on all social media. Tamika mentioned, follow her at Entertainment in Color, where she's always kind of updating us on all the different reality television shows and scripted shows that feature people of color. So it's pretty awesome. She's been also keeping us up to date with all the lives that have been going on and sending me those footage so I can upload them here on Reality Realness. So thank you, Tamika, for that. I can't believe it's been 6 weeks. We did it. In the beginning, I was like, man, this is going to be long. And it went
really long. I can't believe we did it either.
So thank you so much, Tamika. I definitely appreciated having you here. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for being here. Of course, to subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave us in the comments what you would like us to do after the season is done. Would you like a weekly update on the Islanders? Would that be something that you're into? And would you be interested in watching us cover the Queens? That would be something I'd like to know. Any last words, Tamika?
No, just follow me if you can. If you have not, follow me at Entertainment in Color. I'm still a work in progress. Like I said, I'm trying to be good and mostly promote, but I'm like, I keep getting tea that I want to spend. So I might just put it in the story. So follow me, and we'll do what we can do.
Absolutely. So thank you, everybody in the chat. Honestly, you guys made this season so much fun, especially in these last 2 weeks when it wasn't fun at all. Happy to have you here in my life, all my Reality Realnessers. I don't know what to call you guys, but so we'll see you tomorrow for Love Island UK, and we'll see what we're going to do in the future.